The Red for Ed movement, also, that was a big moment, and it sent out teachers out of the classroom and into the streets to march for better pay and more funding for education. And tonight, many of those teachers headed to the poll. They were hoping to make a difference. Matt Rodewald is following several races involving educators, and he joins us now live.
Mark, this entire movement is interesting when it comes to education reform, not just here in Arizona, but also in Oklahoma, who's also holding a primary where hundreds of candidates are running for state office, state senate, and state house in that state. Here, 44 candidates running for office, 40 of them Democrats, some of them facing some primary challenges, but no doubt inspired by the Red for Ed movement and the marching on the state capitol of education, doing so in the spring, and many of them vowing to remember in November. The first step was tonight, the primary, and two races of note as you look forward towards November. District House 12, that race will now feature two educators right on the top of the Democratic ticket going against incumbents. Joe Bisacci, a middle school teacher currently, and Lindsey Robinson, the winner of that primary, a former educator and attorney as well. In the meantime, in the 15th district, that House race featured Jen Samuels, who is a middle school English teacher still teaching, officially declared candidacy in the wake of Red for Ed, and this was her first go-round despite being front and center for the movement towards candidacy and politics with teachers in November. Take a listen. What's your feeling tonight? You're right in the middle of all this.
It's so exciting. As a first-time candidate, this is all new to me. I have said every day along the campaign, I'm so very grateful to be in this position, for the opportunity to be a spokesperson for my colleagues and for my students. It's just really exciting, and I'm very, very grateful. I'm also really optimistic.
And at last check, Samuels was in second place in the 15th district. And again, top two advanced, but she has a 300-vote lead, so she was hanging on. And since she's left for the evening, she's going to be going back into class tomorrow. A couple of other notes in terms of the state house races that we've been paying attention to. Red for Ed related anyway. Paul Mosley, who was caught in that speeding scandal where he's basically said he could do it because of a legislative immunity, threw the entire situation of legislative immunity in for a loop about a month ago. He is in third place, unlikely to survive, and he will not be running in November, and he'll lose his seat. Don Shooter, expelled from the House back in the spring in the wake of the Me Too movement, was trying to get a Senate seat out of it. He was allowed on the ballot despite registering to vote in Phoenix, but human voters had their say tonight. He finished third, a distant third. He will not be returning to the state capitol come November. We're reporting live at the Democratic Party tonight here in Arizona. Matt Rodewald, Fox 10 News.